You know, I probably should have named the scene different. Okay, so here we are. As I turn the music up. Here we are! The Dead by Daylight dating sim that people apparently asked for some ungodly reason. Seeing some of the character art, never mind, I think I understand completely. So, I've never played dating sim or a dating sim before. This is gonna be weird. And one of the most awkward things I think I've ever done in my entire life. And I've done a lot of awkward shit. Oh boy. I will be voicing the characters. I haven't come up with which voices I'm going to do for each. I do want it to be known that I basically only have one female voice. So either Huntress or Spirit is most likely going to be a bit butch. Just saying. Probably Huntress. Alright. Welcome to your dream vacation. What shall we call you? I'm just Banette. I'm not gonna do anything funny or anything. Just call me Banette. Am I losing frames on the fucking loading screen? That's a great sign. Oh, I was supposed to read the coughing. Oh, I'm just old. You wake up on the beach, soaked wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. Okay, I'm in character. I got it. It's very easy just to forget everything. Where am I? I'm in a room. Anyway, what you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of this landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. I'm only laughing with how well I can cough on cue. Oh, this is gonna take hours. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Ellipses. Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Is it the fuck? I'm not giving the ocean a voice, alright? Not now, ocean. Sorry, but may I continue? Please go on. Okay, then. As I was. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. I accidentally double-clicked that. I assume it says this washed up. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit and stream a dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who's behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. This game really gets me. What will you do? Alright, I'm digging that. Dig up that face. Look at it. This is really good artwork. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Bro, just dinner first, please. There is no body, just its head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You would take charge, Darb. I'm not giving the ocean a voice. I don't even know what kind of voice to give the ocean. Examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, suppose. So you deposit it. Aye, that's a nice coin you've got there. What are you going to spend it on right now? Why not? Why not? I forgot Dwight Claudette in this. What fucking voice am I gonna give Dwight? Alright, hang on a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'll take care of something. Alright, first off, I forgot Dwight and Claudette were in this game. Second off, I have no idea what voice. What voice am I gonna give to Dwight? Well, hello there. I'm Dwight. I have no idea what voice that is. Okay, now's the ultimate choice. Do I give the Zelda voice to Claudette, or do I wait to give it to Spirit? I can't do this. We'll take that. I can't do this. Claudette quickly retrieves you. Claudette quickly relieves you of your gold coin and tosses it to Dwight. God, I can't talk right now. Who bites down on it like an old-timey prospector before handing it back to her. And this is for you. Ah, shit, we're gonna get drunk. Claudette presents you with a tropical drink. When you take a sip, you find that it's. Can I not read the word incredible? Why does that look so weird? When you take a sip, you find it's incredible. Money well spent in your estimation. But I gotta ask, could someone maybe design the next one of these dating sims to be all-inclusive? It really takes some of the fun of the fancy vacation to be watching your wallet the entire time. Okay. Okay, to everyone who was telling me this game was extremely fourth wall breaking, I think I understand what they mean now. Because it's been like 5 minutes. And they've already dropped like 7 fourth wall breaks. Thank them for the this is suspicious, but no, they gave me a drink. I need to, thanks for the drink, it's quite delicious. With an exclamation point, you need to we are the guest. You're welcome. voice that I give delight? Ah. Whoa, did someone just think us? That's all I got. Go with it, Dwight. It's normal to be thankful for doing a good job. Trust me on this. Oh, that's Claudette? What? The nameplates are the same colors. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. It's Wilson. It's Wilson. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out to you from behind. Oh God, I've got to do a butch voice for Huntress. What if I just... Okay, I need to get into Huntress' character. Hang on. Little help, please. That's all I got. I'm doing the one female voice. I'm sticking with it. You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaws just about hit the ground. Hits the ground. She's gorgeous. Amazing. He's the best. We're doing Wraith, by the way. That's what we're going for. And Spirit, who looks like she doesn't want to be here. And they really gave Trapper like these dead, sunken eyes that are somehow inviting. It's the weirdest. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Thank you for the clarification of where the penetration was happening. I appreciate it. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello. There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup. Well, literal monsters, sexy ass monsters though. What do you do? Just stand dumbfounded. That's perfectly natural and normal, and what you should do in any situation. Just give him the ball back. Or nobody. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. You bit, stranger. I really cannot do this. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps, maybe a little sweaty. But that's okay, it's natural. Okay, game. I can't. I fucking can't. Do I have another feminine voice? It's male. Or masculine, I should say, not male. God, I want to be like a Valley Girl, but like I can't like get it. Try. The problems of being male. Try hard much. Bleh. Wait, Bletch? Is she saying the word bletch, or is she doing the I don't. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way. So just lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Vinette. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. Good intuition. Good intuition. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems that you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. Alright, move my mouse cursor. You've derailed the volleyball. Wait, no, that was Dwight. God, I can't do this on cue. You derailed the volleyball game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. The fuck is a nitwit? I've heard this saying, but I've never had it explained to me what it actually means. I know it's bad, but it's stupid. You know what? That's probably what it is. Look, it's best to just go on with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood in their hands. Ain't no way about it, it's just a game, existence that is. Wow, they really leaned hard into the goth existentialism, didn't they? I'm going to switch my pick to Spirit. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? God damn. Switching voices like that, I don't know how people do it. You mean you're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. The sign means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slackjaw moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Yeah, he's got to down me at least once by hitting me twice, put me on a hook, and then wait 90 seconds. So yes, he can't kill me yet. Hey, Bennett, you might want to, say something? Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. Be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a time quiz, and it will be very important later. Very important. Or not important anyway whatsoever. Probably that one, I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? I don't fucking, not at all. I'm a 20-year-old with a bald spot, so not at all. I never thought of myself as attractive. Oh wait, that was me. If you could have any... Oh man, I don't have a fucking voice for Wraith. I can do my dumb suave voice, hang on. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Invisibility, flight, or super strength? Well, super strength sounds good in theory, but it's actually really kind of cumbersome. Invisibility, probably. Invisibility. Same, although sometimes I think I already am. What's your best subject in school? Why do I like throw the Cartman voice into that? I mean, it's science, so that falls under math. Probably math. God, I really gotta get. I'm doing a Wraith playthrough. I gotta get good at this Wraith voice. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. What's your favorite animal? The fuck is a muslin? I don't even know a cat, because I don't even know. Definitely a cat. Definitely a cat. Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm a typical cute goth girl, I have some specific love for all things cats, and more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. What's your favorite color? Well, pink, but it's not a color. It's a shade. Blues. God, why don't I keep changing Trapper's voice? I will settle on a voice for my man Trapper. Blue. Did they just really reference his time as being like a fucking what's the word? An enforcer in the mine? That's okay. Blue isn't good for productivity. For productivity, makes people want to be lazy. What's your dream job? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Look, she could spin laziness into some kind of grand. What the fuck? Crusade. God, I can't read. These damned millennials. Best flavor of ice cream. Just can we just step back for a second? I walked on into a volleyball scene. They saw me intruding, and rather than just telling me to go away or starting a normal conversation, they have all crowded around me, going one by one down the line, asking me personal questions about my life. Never mind, makes sense. Horsefish. Horsefish. I mean, splash, wave, splash. My favorite flavor is pain. Say, I gave her the Trapper voice. Same here. Ellipsis. Mine is vanilla swirled with pain. What are you gonna... I think mint chip is the greatest flavor I ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, alright? Hold on a second, it reminds me, I am right. Always. This is a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator? You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule of the island, even for faceless voice. I think they said freelance voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? I'm gonna... So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I'm pretty much run things around here. The smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. There's like 6 people on the island, dude. That's not... Okay. I like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. I just realized that it seemed like a car sound effect when Wraith would... This game is great. This game is great. great. It's terrible and great at the same time. Why does this exist? Oh my god, how do they... Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. Thanks, Wraith. I'm like nice people and loathe being big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's just not worth my time, but the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone's subservience to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit Story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for that. Hey, why do I keep giving her the trapper voice? Hi, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had inside, along with lots of love. Okay, so I think I got it nailed. Alright. So they both have my same female voice, because I only have one, because I'm a talentless hack. But Spirit has the Cartman part thrown into there, and Huntress has the whatever the fuck I just did thrown into there. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. Wow. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a thrill of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. Listen, nice. He's not nice. I love it. Or you love it. Only sometimes. Ooh, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. God, that was not the voice I thought it was. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day long. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. It did play. Let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's this massive boat dock nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Why did I switch from, like, deep voiced to, like, I don't know. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. Wow, he used engendered. Wow. Okay, I'm in love with Wraith now. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, and beautiful, and it's not like sand. It's not coarse, grainy, rough, or gets everywhere. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. Why is it I'm instinctually giving the goth girl the valley girl at whatever? I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Well, my boy Wraith wanted to go to the pool. I can't tell which one's the pool. That's volleyball. That's the yacht. Is that the pool? Yeah, it's the pool. Whoa, the pool? You actually want to go to the pool? Why do I keep giving everyone the Cartman shit? Well, I mean, sure, why not? I've got good ideas. What's wrong with my ideas? The pool's great. Everyone knows that. All over the world. People agree on one thing. It's that pools are great. Look, we got a whole ocean right here. And they still put in a pool because pools are just, you know, great. It's a real special treat. I'm pretty sure it's because you can regulate a pool and kids can swim in the pool and not the ocean. Whatever. And he thought it was bad when he stayed quiet. Hear it out! For just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on this island. This place we call Murderer's Island. True dramatic musical flair. Oh, hold up, I got you. Hold up. Hold up. I don't care, I'm committed to this bit now, I'm doing it. Okay. Okay, this will work. Okay. This place we call Murderer's Island. Okay, I got it. I just spent 5 minutes doing it for no fucking reason. Oh man. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore with heretofore. That's not a word. Heretofore is not a fucking word. I refuse to believe that is a word. I know I'm leaving the game a lot, but I am looking this up. Heretofore. It's a word. You don't, narrator, you don't have to be such a pretentious prick. You could just say before or from now on. We will now prefer them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway. I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with the nerves energy that it's starting to give me the creeps. What do you mean, man? They look fine. Look at that finger. Look at it. Also, is Claudette just... Are they both just extremely tall, or is Claudette riding, like, her pants up, like... No, she just has really long legs. No, she's like the same... Okay. I'm looking into this way too much. Well, we now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off of various activities unsupervised. We don't have much anonymity around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. I need a drink. Holy shit. The most you can do is help us get off this island. Dwight! Yes, pardon me, but... Yeah, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator? Yes? Something I can help you with? Those two, Cloud and Dwight, did they just start mentioning something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? No, 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 no. 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 No, no, no. No. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Alright, yeah, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has a much fancier accommodations than this island. Doesn't quite have the charm. Wait, it's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. While that money comes a lot of creations or restrictions. This is where you belong. Now. Off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter, mostly. When I agree with them... I don't like that other island. Didn't I already? The pool. I wanted to go to the pool. Did it really do all that just to tell me, hey, we need to make sure you're picking the right quote-unquote location? Wraith moves ahead to the pool at a pace that could almost be considered jaunty. He's trotting, if you will. If a creature so lackey, they appeared to be made entirely of elbows. This game is gonna fucking kill me. What's going on with Wraith's face? Is that a smile? Is that what a smile looks like? What can I say? What can I say? Being enveloped by water is comforting. It's quiet. It's ominous. And you know. Wraith looks back over each... Wraith looks back over each shoulder to make sure no one besides you is within earshot. The fire can't get me. Super normal stuff here, as usual. Oh great, it's quiet and Dwight. What did these two want? Since everyone's at the pool, we figured we'd bring over some of the most popular pool accessories. But yeah, which of these in particular interesting to you? Well, there's the foam noodle, which is, you know, thing you whack your 5-year-old brother over the head with, or you throw it in the water and try to like keep it down, even though it keeps floating you back up. Well, the lounger, man. Well, no. Yeah, the lounger. Sleeping during the day, completely out in the open like this, you're really making yourself a target. Someone were to, I don't know, try and throw an axe directly at me, well, psst. Why did I... You'd sure be an easy to see. Not that I'm saying I would do that, I prefer a challenge. Huntress may not be into it, but it sure looks like Spirit co-signs this choice, since she immediately snakes the coolest one. It's the shape of a casket. A really cute casket. Yeah, because those exist. Cute caskets totally exist. I don't really do water, but as long as I'm floating on top of it, that's fine, I guess. Spirit grabs you the black unicorn floaty and sets it in the water next to her. And since you also enjoy the fine art of relaxing here, you can share my umbrella. Well, come on, that's charming. Is it charming? Something about the water being this close to Spirit is putting you in a playful mood you might regret. Do you splash her? Just a little bit? I promise she doesn't have a cell phone in her pocket. She died before they got popular. Don't splash, don't splash. So I'm perfectly still in the water, so as not to send a single drop in Spirit's direction. Thus enraging her and resulting in her own demise. For a waking nightmare, you could almost believe that you're starting to relax a bit and forget about how much you can't remember. It's as if the sun's very rays have a calming effect on you, your body tranquilized by the soft light from overhead, coupled with the cool breeze rolling from the sea. And you're not alone. I'm fully recharged by the gentle warmth of the ocean's caress. Jesus Christ. It was a little too warm. It may have been my fault. Also, this is a pool, not the ocean. Okay, everyone, let's finish him. Thanks, Banette. I know this probably doesn't seem like me, but would anyone want to play a game of Marco Polo? Yeah, I love games. I don't know what voice to give Hunters. I legitimately don't. I'll go first. Someone blindfold me. Of course, Trapper has a blindfold ready to go. It's as if he had it in his hands before you even spoke. What is this? What is this PNG, and how do I find it? And did he just wink? No, he's blink. He's blinking. It's both eyes. He's not winking at all. Did you just bite your... Good thing you're getting reacted because it sure seemed like you were about to act up. Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction, and on the bottom, a target where you're getting to point at. Sometimes the target is immediate. Is this a fucking skill check? Press the space bar to say it's a fucking skill check. To achieve a perfect success, fly to the target area, not the end. Okay, ready to play? Or would you like to repeat that? I'm good. I know how skill checks work. Right? Away we go. Go get him, Tiger. Perfect. Perfect. Not even close. You missed completely. What the fuck? Yo, I got it. Not bad. That was pretty good, Banette. No, it wasn't. Don't lie. Just ignore him. You've just been thrown into a very weird situation. You held your own. I respect that. It was a good game. I say we celebrate. Wait, hold up. So that was supposed to simulate my Marco Polo. In what? Not gonna. By throwing this waiter whose name I forgot into the pool. No. We defend Dwight. Dwight is our favorite. Knock it off, Trapper. You're no fan. Yo, thanks, Banana. I won't forget this. Well, I mean, I might. Every time I think too deeply, I seem to forget every specific detail in my life beyond the basics of who I am as a person. Dwight becoming relatable? But that was still cool of you to stick up for me. I'm no expert, even though as an omniscient narrator I probably should be. But I think that means it's time for the next activity. It seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? Since some sort of prestigious fancy epic like you'd find on cable? Dwight and Claudia usher your seats, but there's very limited seating directly around you. No, great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. God, even though I said I wasn't hot, apparently I'm hot. Even though I pissed off Spirit and Trapper, and I have barely said a word to Huntress, apparently everyone wants to sit next to me. Even better is that you don't want to sit next to a certain other person either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. God damn it. Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprised. Yeah, well, they don't call him Expected Stir. Expected Stir? I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Oh, hi, Minette. You're looking good, Minette. Real good. Okay, I had to add another voice. Also, does he have a pool noodle for a bat? Behavior. Make it a skin. Make everything in this game a skin. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table. They sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think this was an error, but it's not. I was completely intentional. Let's be listening to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, there was probably an error on the screen somewhere. No? Okay. Okay, Dwight and call that directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite to you. Hunters and Trapper can't sit at the ends. Consider the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone's seen it, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. Really, really hope you do. I can't believe I had to do the Chaw thing to get the Dwight voice. you didn't actually tell us what you were serving. What are we eating? It's meat. There's a pause for dramatic effect. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. Also, I said it right. I said herb, not herb. My favorite. Meat is good. Oh no, he's a vegetarian. No. No, I can't date a vegetarian. No, my whole world just got crushed. I can't do this. I can tell you what, if he's just vegetarian, I can do it. If he's vegan, though, I'm out. I'm switching to spirit, if he's vegan. Meat is murder. Which, you know, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judging now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat. So that's, like, technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. I think I've switched Huntress and Spirit's voice at least 4 times. Hey, Bennett, you think what I'm thinking? It's going to be a person on the spit, right? On several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down shirts, you know. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? God, this took like 12 hours, man. Why is that the voice I decided to give away? I mean, literally. Spit, go away. It would literally, we do literally everything on this island, bro. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not craving up that delectable meal. Wow, wow, he's right for a change. Cause, why did they? Okay. Cause I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in Taiwan. First, who says twain? Oh, she said twain. Twain is Taiwan. I think this is a good time to mention that I have dyslexia. Really, really bad dyslexia. Oh my god. It doesn't excuse it because it's still the letters, whatever. Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked, no blood. Ugh, you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only options. Short for obvious. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop. Please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can't do it. I have the skull of Azarov. Great! Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. It has a blade. I've seen him wipe it. It's like his spine, but then like the skull, and there's like a blade on the end. Okay, maybe. Hey, Matt, I know it isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. Though they once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours straight. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon. All while explaining the value of maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tinnitus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. We hate it when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames consist of... Is it really going to do the... Away we go. Slice. Perfect. 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 It's almost like when I can... Oh, shit. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you can do with less clumsy weapons. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. You're dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. It sounds especially... Wait. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involve lifting the mask and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell, I mean. Come on, we're still... I could do the Fiddlesticks voice for the ocean. I'm not going to because I don't want to kill my throat to an absurdly bad degree, but I could. Claudette and Dwight are the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead are not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut is on my abdomen is? Wait, do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Bird. Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, it was a lame misdirect? Well, what about this one? Look! No? Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, but not pretty lame. Own who you are and never compromise. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are or how you got here? Yeah, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea the last time you had a real meal and you've been staring and standing in the sun. But the seagull, his name was Tom. He had a family and a wife that he goes home to. You know, I'm not gonna go into Tom's backstory. Uh-oh, you just made a lot of good points. I swear, you're beginning to feel lightheaded. He waved at me. You're a letter someone poisoned. No, wait. You haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. I'm not sure how I feel about the characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there's even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over, and having a fast forward button back to where you were. Am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Nothing but the truth. 42. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not like. It is in your best interest to make more choices like that. The choices might be yours to make, but they're mine to reward. You wake up to find Wraith holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cold water into your mouth. Now that you're finally alone, Wraith looks at you eagerly. I don't care if the seagull actually waved at you, but I understand the feeling of looking at you from so far away and wanting to reach out. Ellipses. But did it wave at you? No. Oh, well, thanks for being honest with me. How do I say this? It's just, honesty is important to me. That's how you say it. You just said, okay. I've been burned too many times. Something with the word burn makes Wraith look away. Far away. Eyes brimming with tears and yet, at the same time, dead. I understand. Wraith looks back at you with those sad eyes, wanting to badly to believe you. He looks down at the ground. I have something very important to tell you. It's something very special to me. It's not something I tell everyone, but you know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect that from you if I'm not honest in return. Ah, damn, I didn't say ellipses. I didn't read the whole thing. Oh great, I bet he's got cramps. It's about my special bell. What? It belonged to my father. He gave it to me before he and my mother, well, they had to go away. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. It didn't really work, but it's all I have for my family with me. Wow, Wraith, thank you for telling me. Here, hold it. Kick it. Destroy it. Corrupt the child. Well, Wraith just gave you his bell. Sound the alarms. What are you going to do with this thing? You caress the bell, running your fingers through its rusty... Running your fingers over its rusty... Is that dried blood? Why are you touching this thing? Thank you for showing this important part of yourself. You hand the bell back. Wraith is looking out wistfully at the ocean. Okay. I need just a couple seconds. This is actually kind of straining on the voice. I don't know if I could do this for 3 hours. I'm not gonna lie. The ocean is beautiful. It's not really. None of this is. Wade looks at you more intensely than ever. I don't know if you're ready to hear the truth. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important we stick to the itinerary. And each event was scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. I strictly slotted in for the after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. God, they look pissed. It's amazing how much character and emotion you can show by just changing how someone's eyes look. The anime red X thing. Playing sick. No, no time for... no time for excuses. Well, there is, but it's scheduled for after what comes at... Wait. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go! Oh my god, they really... I want to check something. I'm just going to check the settings. Okay, I was curious if there was anything else I could really do. Just game of curiosity. Once everyone is gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular. It's someone... Shit. It's someone and we're not gonna say who, so don't worry you. Hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities. God, I can't keep saying Cha. and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. So one story, but story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group. That would never goes well. Or did this step up now? Whoever this is, step up now. I swear I will be angry. I'll immediately chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you. But you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taken some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the movie? Seriously, anything ever happened? Wait, seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex your authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head... Wait, I'll snap your head off so quick and then... What the fuck? I'll snap your head off so quick and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss on our back. You two know I love to hack, stash, and slice. The fucker. Is he? Okay. We all know you like to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody name any names. Whoever knows any names, not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. I'm not doing a new voice for nobody. But we still get started with story time, so. Annette, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Let's pick somebody quickness on this tropical island. Here's the thing, I was going Wraith, but he's vegetarian. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm switching the spirit. I know that's probably who most people went for, but I'm switching the spirit. I choose you! Spirit. Wow, I did my thing. Whoa, this is being carefully guarded to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful of the catchphrase word. Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit Ops. I can't do this. It dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scary stuff, seriously disturbing even to me, and I know that to pull the guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Yeah, they talk about bullshit stories. If everyone else is gonna chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down and... Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting, and when it's not. Ahem. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. What the fuck is the voice I'm doing? You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. Bastards. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped in the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hota, a celebrated investigator, renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence unlike anything she had ever seen before. How could I say that with no interruptions, no laughing, and nothing whatsoever? But I couldn't say the word fucking twine earlier. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to help curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of the busy market, it appeared a giant box. Strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there, who delivered it. Built on site? In such a busy area, how could someone like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if conjured by magic. But it was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. "Help me!" cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now it was if every detective in the city was there, looking this strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. "I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me," cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No strangers to tense situation. Detective Hota confirmed the man, comforted the man. Comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety as the night dragged on and no progress opened the box. I almost read that progress word as poggers. And as the night grew longer, the sleeping rain puddling on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hota was no help at all, powerless to save him. Guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. "Don't let me die in here," the man begged. "Don't let me die alone." "Stay calm," instructed Detective Hota. "You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together. And we won't let this be the end of our story." Looking through the narrowest passageways, Detective Hota... Is she crying? Okay. Looking through the narrowest passageway, Detective Hota watched her own reflectiveness in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence in the hopelessness of the moment. "Promise?" asked the man. "Promise that I'm not alone." "Yes," she promised. "I do." A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection. Like she had never felt before. Not to her family, nor to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked with so far to free before. And so the man's eyes closed and backed away. It didn't scare Detective Hota, for she knew he would return, and he did, passing her lips up to the narrow slit in the horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked. "Promise. Promise that I'm not alone." I forgot to say ellipses. "Yes," she promised. "I do." And pressing her palms against the cold outside of the box, without truly knowing why, Detective Hota leaned forward and placed her lips on the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing warm lips to fall on this man's... What? It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel this brief contact, She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in his soft touch. "Thank you," said the man. No trace of fear remaining in his voice as he backed away from the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. "Get back!" yelled the officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hoda and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled with catastrophe of wearing gears and clicking latches and symphony of mechanical activities happening all at once. That is catastrophe, right? I don't know. Something had triggered as if an unseen lever pulled. The side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hoda grabbed her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddle rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There in the corner of the box was a pile of pieces, the parts of a doll, almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hoda had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, discontinued from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a little pile. On top of the pile ahead, cold, pale, eyes open, lips icy blue. Spear stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue, tears falling from her chin and soaked into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story. It's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking at the fire in the sky up. It was you who chose her. You who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual. She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure to act. Dwight and Claude are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game is supposed to be a light-hearted romp. Please, I said do something. Hug her. Her robe hovering in the air begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward movement and you nearly fall over the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You know that everyone just watch this truly strange interaction from the corner of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit and go to bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you can hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility. It lasts for all 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey, baby. Do I give it like the Johnny Bravo? You look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these grumpies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch in this island. The only lobster in the ocean of sadness. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. Was that like the tease, quote unquote, for like a special ending? Whatever. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of this cryptic clues, which you're going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. Oh my god. Sorry, Spirit. You gotta hold up a minute. I'm still getting over Trickster. Holy shit. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell I was having an effect on you. Bitch, it's affect. Affect. This fog that follows me around. I can feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day, even when you're a god. I mean a narrator. You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in the hot tub with the Spirit? You come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her and offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. She's gonna kill me in the hot tub, isn't she? You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an even dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump into the ocean, into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion can handle it. I just wanted to be totally clear, even though the story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not any other Ically. Oh shit. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut up into pieces in your life, and so was the person in the story. It's a perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island, trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips were blue. Your lips are blue. Really? You'd call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge. I can't yell. Unfortunately, I do have people in the house. Okay, so similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Not similarities, coincidences. Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins. Or well, maybe it was coagulated by now, but no need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bloody weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. Let's see, everyone has to be averaging 60-ish. So you could do the math. That's about 15. You gotta figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go babbling around. I dreamt that story, like watching a movie in my sleep, when I was just a little girl, years before my father sank his blade into... I almost puked into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. It's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? Fool! You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself. Now you got me wondering, do I believe you, if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question about if I believe you? Ocean air got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cute floating... Wait. A certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say something right there, say the right thing and free her from the puzzle box if you believe that she's the damn it. Got me going in. Unfortunately, before you can follow the conundrum to what will surely be mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain two someone standing before you in the flesh, towel ready to dry you off. Sorry, kids. Yeah, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd come out of the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking at the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story about the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, you will leave with your life, or has it already been taken from you? And it's just a matter of until you make some gruesome discovery. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar, creepy smile stretching from ear to ear is a bit menacing to see. A smile lit by firelight. Okay, it wasn't menacing. And then you made it menacing. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps the music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Other guests and the types you'll want to rob their beauty sleep. Minigames consist of... As you relax and look at the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial to fix it. Sure. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon beside the light by the fire? Well, Spirit, of course. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if we got a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. I listen to flute music, dab on some eternal the essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. She gave me a comb. Should I tell her I'm bald? Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb. Carved from bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back though, and if you lose it, well... You get revenge on me? If it's the last thing I do. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe it isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from the earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be spooky, but now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. Oh my god. Look, I'm not saying that my feelings are hurt because you chose to swim in some pathetic little teacup when you could have swam in the vastness of an entire, me, I guess. I'm just saying that you made a foolish decision and I won't forget it. My feelings aren't hurt, I just lost some respect for you, that's all. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper's sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Ooh, you were weak. I saw you with the Spirit the night before bedtime. You should know they're not what they seem. Not like me, who's obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was also checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of mine. Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share two things with you. One, I do not take rejection well. Two, the first thing is very important. Write that down. Write it down. Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out of me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That would make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if you bit them in the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you stake me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you, remember what you said earlier? I'm gonna make the last thing you'll ever forget. But hey, you're tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe sleep well if you can. I'm stealing out. Just try not to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone for real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Oh my god, it's been an hour and a half. Wait a second, where are we? This isn't, oh geez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died, eating all organic diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. There's always time to turn things around, like that one time I spent day and night searching for food in vain, only to return to my cabin spent and starving to find a family of squirrels nesting in my chimney. They were delicious. Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so you can use it. I'm a master of self-control. Right now, I'm using all my self-control I can muster because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. That was funny. Laugh. I said laugh, damn it. Anyways, I'm planning to kill Titty. Don't tell them though. I'm gonna lead them on a little more. It will make it that much better for me when they're screaming. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easy on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks I'm this beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hot robe, okay, those are choice, but sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on the society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Trapper wants to kill me. Huntress is looking for meaning in her life. Wraith is hating himself. And Spirit just is being apathetic. Got it. You open your eyes, the sun is shining, that's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by a campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Is there anything more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here, friend of the day. I have no idea, you're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. It's definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule on nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy punch, though. I talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster, carrying... God damn it, Trickster. Go away. Go away. Go away. Stop tempting me, please. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. The fuck? Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind this joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. Also, want to wish you luck. Today's important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I just swamped with engagements. I'm just swamped with engagements. Especially on the other end. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other end, now is... never mind, you left. Well, at least you brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink it! Don't call him Trickster because he gets a skateboard. He definitely doesn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. There's almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, or torturing you yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give 5 out of 5 and 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up reviews to an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. Did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not plagiarism on the floor. It does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition. I am the ocean. Dominate the land. No. No, Mr. By definition, the ocean does not dominate the land. It's... You know what? I'm not going into that debate. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine. Even this place is an eternal prison of pain. I am not saying it is. Even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. Yeah, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into this place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent. Or whatever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, I mean vacations, it's not easy to do. Sometimes there's some small bugs and inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We have to celebrate those who venture to pay. Am I getting a fucking lecture on the struggle of being an artist and or creative? Bro, I didn't sign up for this. With the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from a poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. Yeah. Yeah. They they always do this on the second one. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they made great points, I agree. Can we please, for the love of God and everything that is holy, move on? Please. Yes, of course, apologies, Bennett. Shh, you know, the last few minutes aside, I've been enjoying your time on this island. Yeah, I'm not suspicious that there's no option there. What an encouraging response. And we're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey Claudette, maybe Bennett is suspicious because they figured out what we're actually doing here. Zero chance. You're still clicking, even right now, to see how they'll respond. Fuck. Hey, look. Yeah, they don't know anything. It doesn't matter though, Bennett. We're so happy to hear you're having fun. I can say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Bennett. Do you hear? We're all having fun. Fun. We are having fun right now. And you know it. We need to ask you one more question though. We all admit I fucking can't. Oh man. Would you please sign this NDA? Yeah, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, Bennett, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes. Yes. Hey, Bennett, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that isn't a positive review because we all know that nobody leaves negative reviews for games or resorts like this. Anyways, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, it can only mean one thing. Break fast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and so much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magical powers will only get you so far. Even killers need to watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and whirlwind of feelings of experience. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. Yeah, I said island. Sue me. That's how it's spelled. It looks like you're not the only one doing something introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about this day one, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine I could make up any angry today than you did yesterday. But I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated, anyone see where I left my cleaver? Just kidding, I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to you, Nope. Now Hunter steps up to talk about her feelings. This island is treacherous. I don't know what the newcomer thinks they're doing here, but it certainly isn't helping any of us. Whoa, Hunter tends to be all independent, but she's secretly kind of miffed you and her aren't getting along. Oh well, that surely mustn't be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast too. And just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did. Or should I say did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for familial revenge thing. And last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done though. Now if you don't mind, I'm going back to quietly resenting being trapped here with all of you while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of the group. Ah, perfect. There it is. Oh, hey. That was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, like, not like too much fun. That'd be weird, but like a good, like a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see y'all soon. Damn, the power play. Keep wanting more. I'm getting good at this game. Or a sexy true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat it at breakfast. But so be it. I haven't eaten in 2 days. After breakfast... What breakfast? I didn't eat. After breakfast, you get to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was a short... Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess that is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in somewhat... Isn't so much one word? As it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real at all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the bullshit. What is this rating? Yeah, whatever. No, stick it in there. A little more. Oh, yeah, that's nice. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, it feels real. This is uncomfortable. No, I want you to take that and put it right there. You know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super Hawaiian trickster brand sustain lotion someone left in the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Oh come on, a little privacy please. Dwight is panting and Claudia has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know who else let you know I was here. And then I could hear you, well, you know. Now what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing, I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like a fun. You think 2 people trying to find new ways to kill each other in desperate search to make their own deaths permanent is fun? Oops. We give 5 minutes to ourselves every day. We spend it hoping we stab each other in just the right spot we wouldn't get resurrected. I've kind of believed the key to finding the exact place we have. We need to bleed out from it. I believe this place is our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were being hit? What? You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. My life is a nightmare, yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. It's cold, everybody. I know the hall early and true and our 5 minutes is up anyways. Good luck, Burnett. You couldn't beat it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was in short a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too. But you decided to... You're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up the sun in the heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from the disturbing thought, all is going to plan. Little shadow blocks precious him. Skippy tipped like a palm tree, splitting over the screw with him. Well, it's no tree at all. Hey, babe. Breakfast is weird, huh? Everyone just getting an announcement about the film. You weren't there. You weren't there. God damn it. What's that about? Some forced kind of check in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon. Or after 4. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. See my ass, by the way? You could come see them later, maybe on the stage or the other in your IP hour, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I'll give you a private show. Catch you later. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up app, threatening but adorable. It's an interesting silhouette genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. You have done that. You have done that. Okay, now that the guy is gone, and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, with the shadow, these people will not leave you alone. Let's see what it is this time. Oh, it's right. Let's check it. That checks out. You've gotten pretty cozy. Hey, Manette. Or, hey, sorry, is this too forward? But, do you want to get out of here? I know a place that's, it's kind of, I mean, it's got, well, it's hard to explain. It's just kind of weird. You know what? If you want to go somewhere else, that's with someone else, I totally understand. But if you want to see something weird and interesting, let me guess, you've been around Wraith long enough to realize that this rambly speech was actually him being incredibly brave and asking you out. But before you can decide if you want to go on this Wraith, the spirit interjects. Listen to that word, Fauna. It's like he truly doesn't even want to say yes to him. If anything, he says real, really. Should go off with me instead, because I'm not some kind of fake ghost pretending I don't like things. I'm a real ghost and I hate everything, but not you. I'm not saying I like you, but well, I could later, hypothetically. I know you like a challenge, so come get it. Top choice, you weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And die a horrible, wrenching, breathing death after drinking it because the lemons are poisoned all along. So I assume there's something that's really got me tilting. So who would it be? Like I said, I gotta go with Spirit. You made the correct decision, but know this, just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog, understand? Well, of course you still got a lot to prove to me. I'm gonna believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before, literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form. You feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any of that macho trapper crap. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. Oh my god. You and Spirit arrive at the coast overlooking the Black Lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something majestic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look up and down and notice that she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. It's an absence of color. It's a void. Oh, I immediately regret my decision. like a black hole. A place that swallows light. A dying star. Damn, that's dark. You're confident that Spirit will vibe with this, but Spirit doesn't really care for science fiction. Not the type with spaceships and lasers anyhow. She's much more into the type of strange adventures that kick right off here on Earth. Is that where we are? You wonder. The lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly into the mist rolling up and over the rocky shoreline. She's at once with this place, and so are you. The peace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse sets out an eerie howl like a monster dying. A spectral black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that. The light and sound... What the fuck? It recedes. Jesus Christ. Recede, and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays a towel down and pats on it gently. Clearly she wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. I'm not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get a little hands-on action? What else could it be? I might have lost my faith in humanity long ago and vowed never to care about what other person thinks of me, but nobody wants to get wrinkles, even me. See yourself. I watched the spirit apply sunscreen to herself in the most unique way by floating her hand over her own hand around the back to spread it open. The fact your hand just float around you like that, you can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. I'm glad you get a kick out of it, but floating seven limbs is the second type of superpower you think you to wish for as a kid. I might try to be able to read minds, maybe then I understand why some people act the way they do. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but I'm honestly jealous. I reached the button. You know what? You've got just a cure for jealousy. This should cure you in no time at all. I'll show you exactly what it feels to be me. She takes out her con and slices you into pieces. I died. Oh. Okay. I died. I didn't even know that was a thing you could do. Okay. Just appreciate the gesture. No problem, I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body. Yeah, reaching those difficult spots. You see a hand floating around your back. Sure, why not? Spirit hands over. Spirit's hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. Huskers reach yourself in while you're staring at Spirit's back, her head turns around and is looking at her. Must have gone through to end up like that. Had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all of these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to. But I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did me. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. The way he the way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeesh. It's hard to not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me is doing to me what the world did to him. I had to fight it, even though it gives me strength. I must maintain control. You're stronger than you ever was, I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Benito. I suppose a little love isn't a bad thing in life. In love, this world is a lot you can do alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes. That is a sentence I said today. For a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted into these vengeful poses, it really does a number on my joints. It rubs the lotion. Perfect. Damn. Not even close. Well, I suppose if the laser made it to where it was supposed to be going eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things, just to get them done. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. You look up at the lighthouse, and its ominous dark form hovering above its moment between Spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case, it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and bursts out black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. It's the ghost ship. From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed the seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship as it careens towards the shore. Before crashing on the rocks, it must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks and sinks into the water. Alright, it does that sometimes too. Should we do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Are they ghost sharks? There's ghost sharks. I want to pet the ghost sharks. Fuck her. I want to go pet the ghost sharks. Meanwhile, within a minute, the ocean is quite quiet again, except for the waves. Note to self, hunger sharks. But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they were, you're half sure you saw one of the skulls and crossbone flags, aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith. He has emerged from the palm trees behind you. I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that. Ugh. Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining a strange light on me. I can't avoid it. The woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. They're not supposed to... You're no more special than me. Those dead pirates and that mermaid I saw wash up on shore that one time. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. We're sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy. An epic river of lies that runs beneath the island or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. The basics, anyhow. If you come with me, I can... You can get cut. Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off its tropical top. He takes the hint and backs away a few steps slowly. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Oh, be that way. You'll see. Alone at last, why the fuck do I keep doing that to the narrator? Alone at last, tension broken. Deathly moans quiet and Wraith vanish back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch close to the spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. Jesus Christ. It's not quite clear how that whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek at her bathing suit beneath. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she puts a lot of work into getting into that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit that you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt whatever you're doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried they'd bump into much. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. We're technically here to invite you to join us back at the beach. Well, we're making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard to be producers and hosts. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? When you arrive at the beach, you realize you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised. Wait a minute. There's no announcement here? But there is. A me. You got mud in your hair, friend. I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am. And so are you. But I know the way out. I got a map back in Secret Lair. Literally. And figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. Most people do, Wraith. Most people do. That's why you should ditch Spirit. Come spend the next night with me instead. You've got a secret lair? Damn it. Said anything about secret lair. I've got sap in my secret air. There's a flap on my secret chair. Don't change the subject. Don't ask me what's talking about. You're trying to make a mess of my first nice day I've had, and I don't know how long it's been. It's not even clear what year it is. But in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. It's not me messing things up. I keep trying to tell you. It's staying island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here? Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision. It's simply the way it will be. There's no fighting it. What would you even know about fighting? It's all you know is hiding your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby ringing a little bell. You don't tell me what I can't fight back against. I was a born fighter. A dragon lives inside. They're really going to keep bringing up that line, aren't they? I can't not fight. I can't not fight. Even when I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Fuchs. I hate that I have the same voice for Claudette and Spirit. Oh, you hid. I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call it? What do you call it? It's basically cloaking. And we all know that cloaking is a type of fighting. Folks. You cloak, I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk. Out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread meant to, if there ever was such a thing. Not that you know about that either. I'm sure it sure doesn't seem like the White and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's up to you. I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm going to do it now. And I choose... Once again, we're going with Spirit. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seem easy to love. I mean, damn it, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she does have a certain charm to her. Spirit. The Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, the hell with it. The whole fate with it. I don't think it's the wrong way, Ray, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so stinky. Did I just insult Ray by calling him stinky? Skinny. Skinny. No wonder you're so skinny. All that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. No offense taken. Yeah, okay, it's true. I get a little awkward at that sometimes. Right, so I'm gonna stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough of that you can do without having to kill you and Ray too. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected to her journey. A cherry tree. It's just a small sapling, but it has begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. The Spirit sets up the tree. A cold breeze pulls some pallets off, and you come cascading through the air around the both of you. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but they're also quite symbolic. Of course, that's all good symbols, and meaning's pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being a celebration of life. People traveling great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason, they're also a symbol of fleeting nature of life, of our fragile mortality. In a way, it's a specter of looming death that calls attention to the special moment to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel? As you look at the tree and consider this question, you reflect on your own current predicament. Stranded here, not understanding why, no control. View the island, the attention of such an interesting companion. It should bring you joy, but it comes at the price of being completely confused and hopeless. You look down at the crumbling cherry blossom on the ground at your feet. As you stare at it, something begins to rage inside you, like a dragon. How can anyone find comfort, even for a moment, with death and decay looming on the horizon? It makes me so frustrated. It makes me so frustrated. It makes me so mad. So mad, I'm angry. The things I say sometimes, I want to do something about it. I want to strike back against the shit reality. Spirit lets you go off, staying calm despite your babbling rage. She must know thoughts like this. Is that why she asked you, so that you could see from her point of view. I want to be alive. You feel connected to her at this moment more than you have at any point before. You wonder, does she feel the same? Oh, once the fallen cherry blossoms represented the souls of samurai warriors. Those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. Sorry, I don't know words. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai's spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life is ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. The cherry tree is not real. This cherry tree is not real. Those petals fall. They soon replenish. That's all it is. We're installed here by someone. You watch the spirit chooses her words very carefully. That's something with no respect to the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt, dudes. You know, we don't believe you, right? Yep. But this time we've got actually a really good reason. And it's nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force. I can't say unforeseen. That's what I thought the word said. Because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot. I guess it's time to go or whatever. Thanks for spending time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No. You are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry. I'll keep your dirty little secret. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All that appetizing singles have arrived for dinner. Including Trickster. Trickster too. We're not going to do the gag where we all cram them all on one screen at the same time again. So just believe me, they're all here. They're just as sexy and determined as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Trapper seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind, speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Marauders Island. But hey, letting you have this one moment is in the spotlight is the least we can do. And heaven knows they won't do any better than that. If I'm done soda, I'm eating what I want, and you're all eating it too. Lamb shack. Rare salt, pepper, no sauce is allowed. Serve it with one single piece of broccoli so Red won't complain. I like broccoli. I like broccoli. It gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait till you smell it. Rare lamb does my bowels. It's awesome. Dinner will be served shortly, dudes, but certain power brokers? But certain power brokers would like you to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little and care for the same degree. Okay, but don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. So, I could be coy. And I think the thing is, so this is a weird thing, right? If I gush about it, Spirit might like it. Because she's so, like, in her bubble, that she might like if I, like, talk about how amazing she is. So I'm going to gush about it. Bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now. And they're all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. Their supernatural hearth really sets an art. Bon appetit! Bon appetit! Don't you mean bone? No, nah, dude. Almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the veggies. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudia come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pit. Can I go back? I want a good standing with Spirit. I'm curious what it sounds like. It wasn't really a date, more like two people avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in a relatively close proximity to each other. That's exactly right. Could never said anything better than myself. It's just clearly how we believe. Shut up. Time travel's a thing. Dwight and Claudia bring up dinner. Everyone needs from the tea. Blah, 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 blah. What would you like to say to the servants? Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you would please be so kind to follow us to the fire pit, we greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly, you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Do you want... Did you have a choice on how to say that, dweeb? Yeah, and I immediately regret how I did. Good, something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I really have no voice for Haunty. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. Fire, I mean, not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit. If only to get away from Wade's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell the story this time. Will narrator tell the story? I bet you've got a stunning creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Ellipses. Oh, cool. And now everyone is looking at you. So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story? Or could we play charades or boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingy-majig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what the thing could do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now, you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's just nerves heating up. You know that the fire is right here. Maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend that it's not here. It doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. But that was about to make an important decision about telling the story or not. Fine. I hope it's a mystery. Okay. So what story do you want to tell? I'm telling a romantic story. About two lovers who take poison and die together, foaming at the mouth. Or about two strong hunters who meet when they're both trying to bludgeon the same werewolf. Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. She was dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married in 2 months. A bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? I almost gave him the fucking Valley Girl voice. It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to be acquainted with their partner. Love could spark at the mere look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. These characters are to catch your eyes from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster. He has wandered to the bar and is loudly playing his own music in his headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but the narrator keeps it real. You can't just end there. So who else would you like to hear from tonight? Look from killer to killer and decide who's the most entertaining. You know, I'm going for Spirit, but I'm going to give Trapper a shot. Stepping up and unironically taking a tour's pose. It was a young man who loved his young wife, and the child they had gave the lovebirds a happy life. But one day, the couple went out for a swim. Mother didn't return. The boy only had him. Some said the currents took her away, yet others said different, pointing the husband's way. For the young man was fearless, cunning, and smart, and he had many goals, both grand and bold. Easy, they'd say, done with a fresh start. A wife with her own dreams wouldn't help him at all. Lucky for him, hers drowned in the streams. Neighbors only whispered through a crime so great. For no one ever accused him. At least they meet the same fate. That was different. We're gonna go back to this premise. Hurrah! Separate clap loud. Trickster takes us there and unplans it. Quiet! Trapper's disgusted by your display of joy. Poetry is meant to be proceeded totally not. God damn it, I can't win. Anyone else exhausted trying to keep up with what makes these killers happy? How was the story time, brah? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think a very good story deserves a follow-up. What do you think? It's the sequel's almost never rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Bennett, if you could delete a sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of the romantic twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. Yap. I'm stealing yap trap. Fucking yap trap. You know what we need? You know what we need to get back to? That thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay. You have fun tonight and try not to wink end up dead. Why did you say the words wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking. Not since the accident. And you do know that all these people are despicable criminals and with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a progenitor. No worries. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear someone talking trash talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take us to the hot tub so we can soak the body roast that goes with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk burns. Things that are lit or getting blazed. There's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far from this place as we could? Just you and me. Oh, those spinning legs. Probably tired before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded than that disaster, obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my great stature, but that's because I chose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. Not my choice is completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other, creating drama? I'm so over that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so the corporations swoop in and say you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems.
I'll be sitting in the shade and drink something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain noveletta. Printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she actively tries to be unappealing as possible. Doesn't really turn anyone else or just me. Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems the tension along with the tension of everyone else is still in for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives. Or, you know, some special projects we might have going on. You heard him. Who will it be? I'm just saying, you might get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time anymore as then comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but with the streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all of what I'm taking. Which killer do you pick? Spirit. Spirit? Oh, you picked me? Yeah. Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise phonies, so I should be honest with you. You make for interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over the killer at all costs, even when I hate the game of the prize. But I had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth, as I imagine sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. So don't bring your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything, and getting to really know who I am is an impossible task. Not worth trying, but too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you got. Or just say the exact right thing at the right time and not my cold, dead, hardened answer. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you here at the bar, I guess. Going to the bar. Shots! You arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette both holding cocktail shakers surrounded by the bevy of bottles of assorted booze. Who's ready, bras? To get wasted. Couldn't yell that. Well, I don't drink, so not me. You really don't drink ever? Is that like because you just fall out of the hole in your stomach thing? Or, I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is poison to the body and the mind. I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time. Then why did you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone knows this kind of day is just an excuse to get loaded on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true, not a single person has ever learned anything from one of these things. Dwight, no, that's not true. You learned how to tie a cherry knot in the stem using only your tongue. Whoa. We'll order the soda with a splash of private business because that's all we need. Well, I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have to know all that. I worked at a restaurant before I was finally executed by your father, on whom will have your bloody revenges right. Well, so be it. How about you, Vanette? Do you drink? I've got the impression that tonight won't be the night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm going to pass me without drinks. Here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can have fun. You watch Spirit picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword through it. Cherry juice splatters everywhere, and its little fruity guts flopping on Spirit's lap. Oopsie. I can't do this. I can't fucking say oopsie with all seriousness. One of the upsides of wearing black and hardly show stains. No take backsies. So, lovebirds, what drinks shall we make? Fancy beer, it's too boring. Bloody Mary is a morning drink. You're about to see my old bartender come out. I've taken mixology. I've taught mixology. Bloody Mary is a morning drink. That's something you drink after you drink. You don't drink it during. A zombie is usually something you do get on a tropical island. However, a dark and stormy seems like something Spirit would like. How about a dark and stormy for my dark and stormy date? Oh, that one is cute. Please allow us to demonstrate how a dark and stormy is made. First, rum, or in this case, rum extract. A bit of applesauce is poured over ice. And then, why is she blocking Claudette? Like, I'm fine with it. And then fresh ginger beer is added in. Garnish with a lime wheel.
and drink. The end.
Do you think you're up for the challenge to replicate this recipe tonight? Don't forget the lime wheel. Not sure I appreciate your tone, but yes, you got it. You're a natural. A sassy natural. Damn it. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her drink. Her dark and stormy, she's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way over from the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. They're quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's more drama-free fun I've had since I got here. It's the most drama-free fun. And since you picked this simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Want to make out a little? You fuck. You breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing before you get a yes. Lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and it immediately starts a fire. Then actively ends abruptly as Clyde and Dwight usher the two of you away from the bar. I need a drink. I have at least half an hour more of this tonight, so. Oh, fuck. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Oi! Feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late, the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that, you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narrowdom. It's a frightening space. It's a liminal void of frightening space, not quite dead, not quite alive. It's like being in a constant state of sleep paralysis. Anyone who gets that reference, you're the real MVP. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang. The brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychopath, bunny girl, the moogle. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who the net chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How dare are we talking? No, not to eat hunters. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell us about their dream date and their plan for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Trapper, why don't you go first? You think you deserve it, even if this case is a subtle dig. Stop talking. Trapper, without further ado. Was that Trapper talking? Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable and questioning the boundaries of what's acceptable not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of the Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Yes, thank you, I'd love to. So, Bennett, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and rewarded. Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much, I'm hiding a secret in this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. And if you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're not, if not, you're mad. Also, everyone, even competent sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Great, Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I plan on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Yeah, you get away. But boy, oh boy. That was flat Mickey Mouse vibes. I've got such an adventure plan. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pay me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna start preparing because it's clear already that they're going to pick me. Curved and mysterious, I like it. Sorry. Anyway, Rafe,
Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to just tell Bennett privately. I don't really think... I don't really know how it's going to work with these games mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Bennett? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. It's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, wait to find my bell. Then I can finally tell you about what I've been looking for. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing we're really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. Ellipses. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods proud. Hit it, Spirit. Figuratively, damn it. Dwight, you gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. Holy fucking shit. That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want that you come to our crown art. I'll have you know, Spirit. Trapper doesn't draw any art with those crowns. He eats them, okay? I don't know what those crowns do. Do you know to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay, so Hydrate and I, have you done any notes? And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. I thought this had a swoon-filled night. Did you forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run out to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No, really, survival dating competition parody would be complete without singing out one of our contestants who is really tethering out the edge of a psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time, and I'm just finding out about this now? Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Marauders Island. It's now time to eliminate off one of the killers. Oof. It's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill the killer, but you can break their heart. Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy slicers will be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic. Because it's surprising. Because it's a classic reversal of fate. And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear hard to track. If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly cry. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but she'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which psychopath are you eliminating? Honestly, Huntress. Huntress. And the reason why is because these two are still entertaining. Huntress is just kind of there. But, Huntress, I hate to get rid of anyone, mostly because you all scare me so much, but also because it just doesn't seem fair. But life's not fair, is it? With their strong arm that could probably hurl me back to the mainland, a face no one has ever seen, a tragic backstory she loves bringing up whenever there's a break in the conversation. Huntress, I'm describing you. This hurts, but I have to eliminate you. Whew, honestly, this is a bit of a relief for me. I don't have to constantly try to impress you. It's a bit exhausting. Tonight this fancy attire will come off and the sweatpants are going on. Tomorrow I'll stand on the ocean to catch salmon with my bare hands. Yeah, I said bare hands. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you left behind. Because of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize. You might not get to go home with Bennett when this is all over, but you'll never sleep alone again. That's right, Claudia. We're sending our eliminated player home with... Yo, always a trickster body pillow! Your own mostly new trickster body pillow. I don't like the implication of mostly new. I don't. It's like in the army when people would like share fleshlights. Yes, that's a thing people did. It was disgusting and I never participated in it. but it happened. The next best thing to the real trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try to stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right. It's Dwight tested.
Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Bennett, for my hero for what you've accomplished.
How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudia come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two schedule. Wow, that was a crazy way to end the day. An elimination. I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. Hunter's eyes are filled with anguish. The bunny ears in her mask have dropped.
As I feared, I am a wild animal, an unlovable beast of the forest.
No, God damn it, this game is going to make me feel bad.
I shall diminish and go to the east and remain the huntress.
And I thought Spirit was the evil one. I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, Bennett? Sorry, I forgot. I'm focusing on other things. More important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer. How would I say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. Bennett's goal is to impress me. Things are going poorly. But if he's going to go and get himself killed, they're doing an amazing job.
Do I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Was the volume of the words I spent talking about how much I don't care about things specify the deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah.
What? No, you're not part of this. You can't confess. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, I kind of wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down here with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing my new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out, fully licensed, no legal drama lawyers stuck eye. I'm gonna tell everyone the Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm taking your favorite savage characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like Ghostface. Don't you say it? Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to. I don't want to get used to it. Ellipsis. Ghostface. Whatever, I don't care. I'm a Trickster. See you around, Bennett. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes, seriously. You're gonna pay me to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No. No. It's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting. That's gonna smell. Okay, rude. Fine. It's just this. Let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Dude, check in. I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall and on the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? You're not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight. Wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it. How was the pot? You know, I don't even care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh, great. What's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade, you cheated on an algebra test once. Watching Hunters get eliminated was the first time this unyielding spectral staircase of pain that is my life has felt any modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, the sun, the sweet sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but not an eternity. The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls is like an
is like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from this existence. Make it so that I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please get me out of this polo shirt. It's an ascot, man. Okay, let's get to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes. Okay, that was a good way to end. Oh well. What are you going to do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is about to say something crazy. Anyways, seems like everyone had their shot to annoy me tonight. So I had to get some sleep. Tomorrow is going to be Tuesday. I have 19 voicemails that are probably years old that I don't care about.
Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with. What's that? You don't know about the killer crabs? Alright, you can go to the hunter state. You really missed out. It was thrilling. Or I guess it would have been. You'll have to play the game again to get the reference, I suppose. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on their face excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time! God, I hate doing that voice. Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watching with your ex. Suddenly, the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of the several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-ass cameos in the show. I'm going to choose Agent out. But before they walk you over for your big moment, I almost read Dwight. Like, I almost read his name and then read the whole sentence. Like he was talking about himself, and you know what? I'm not going to get into that. Don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Bennett. It can't be easy being thrown onto a mysterious island for seemingly no real reason, surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage your most primal impulses. Murder and making out. And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly islanders, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but... Claudette and Dwight look around conspiriously. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are a two-way street, and if you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in a friend zone. Oh God. Whatever shall I do? Because I've totally never done that before, ever. Ever. Stop judging me. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't see more. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiracy again. Well, I've never seen Spirit open up to anyone like she's opened up to you. I've seen her open up the insides of plenty of people, but thankfully for you and us, that's a different type of game. So are you ready? Of course you're not. But too bad, we're on a schedule. That we are. That we are. They couldn't... Okay, listen. This is just my OCD, I guess. They couldn't center the three of them? They know you have to lose one, so they could have just slid them listily over to the left. Would that have been so... whatever. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite... See, I knew I was going to do this. I forgot what voice I gave to Dwight. It was the... Yeah, it's been quite 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air. And now I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for a newcomer to confess their love. Ooh. Jesus Christ, I can't do a Shaggy voice on cue. Wait, I had to do a drum roll for this? No, you don't, but who cares? Banana, who do you choose? Can we at least do the flower thing? Wait, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right, I suppose. But now where is this? There's such a cliche at the sport. Well, that's good. I've given Dwight like 6 voices in the past 4 minutes. I'm losing my fucking mind. Hang on. Oh my god. Also, I'm just saying, if this skin isn't in the game for Claudette within the next 3 months, behavior, you will be getting a strongly worded letter from my lawyer's brother, because I'm too much of a puss to send it to you. Well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. I don't know flowers. Beautiful. You doing good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. It's not a bouquet. It's one flower that is not a... Okay. I hope Dwight saved some of those for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe, too. Just me? Sorry. You've got other things to think about right now. Minette, who do you select to see these flowers and spend the day with today? Well, Spirit. I gotta go with Spirit. You approach Spirit, peering below the brim of her impressively large hat and into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You've challenged me to be a better person and resisted the urge to show me the sharp end of your katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. Here we sail upon the eye of the dark storm that is our reality to a lantern room at the black lighthouse. It's time to see what you're made of. I thought it might be nice to start the day out at Trapper Shop before we head out to the Black Lighthouse. Even if I kind of hate this basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts and snorkeling or whatever, it's good for you to see me in the sun a little bit at least. There's more to me than what you've already gotten to experience. God, that was a butchering of a sentence. I know that my whole vibe could be a little dark. The hat, the swimsuit, the plume of floating air. This wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman once. Went to school, hung out with friends. I even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town. Yes, you told me this. And then, well, I know what happened. Your father, he murdered me and I woke with an undead avenger. As an undead avenger. That's not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I needed to be seen. I didn't even know by who, but wasn't her whole power about not being seen? Okay, I'm not touching that fucking. That's a whole psych session I don't want to get into. A lot of time when you think about ghosts and these kind of see-through flickering specters, you imagine reaching out and having your hands go right through them. Like that sort of thing. I can't keep doing this. Maybe there's some warming effect on the world around you. I don't know. Depends on which movie you're watching. But when I died, well, I dared you to try and reach your hands through me. Not really. That's not an invitation. It's rhetorical. It didn't sound... Okay. Why did it end this way? Who brought me here to this island? Who knows? I sure don't. I've got my ideas. It was a video game corporation stationed in Canada that wanted to find a way to put an Asian character into the game. And they also wanted to show homage to the Ringo. Anyways. I'm not exactly out there digging around in caves or dusting off antiques trying to find clues and analyzing meanings. I do want to take this experience seriously though. I want to give the process a chance.
It may be a dumb process and one that I have extremely little respect for as a person, but you just woke up on this beach with no memory of who you are or where you came from, and rather than freak out and simply try and swim away, you're giving this a chance.
I actually don't know that swimming away was an option.
It's not, however.
Alright, Spirit. Fucking just crush all my hopes and dreams.
However, the fact that you've never even tried, I think it means you've got courage.
Wasn't there a scene earlier with a skull coming out of the water? Why would I swim in that?
Or an open mind, or I don't know, maybe you stuck around because you like someone you met here.
Maybe. Didn't even want to try to be non-subtle with that. While the two of you are getting all deep and philosophically flirty, the yacht pulled up to the shore next to the Black Lighthouse.
Last stop, everybody off.
There were other stops? That was me.
Oh no, not on this trip of your life.
Spirit rolls her eyes and leaves for the shore.
I'm just messing with you. That was the only stop. Nobody here is really looking out for our fun, so we have to make it for us.
Wow, it's like a real job. But there were no other stops. Seriously, go.
Reach to the poop deck, Dwight.
The ship doesn't even have a poop deck.
Oh, it will.
You know, I've heard a lot of bad jokes in this game. I really have. That was probably the worst one. As you disembark, you see Dwight and Claudette run giggling across the ship. Too bad you can't date those two. They seem like they know how to have a good time. You arrive at the beach near the majestic Black Lighthouse. Its imposing form towers above you. A flock of birds circles lazily, no sense of fear or urgency, as if circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages.
I'm excited about today, see?
Spirit places her wrist directly in your hand and presses your fingers down against her skin. It's cool to the touch, but you feel it's that the faintest of pulses.
My blood is absolutely pumping.
So what happens now?
Now I show you something that no one has ever seen up close before. Well, no one has lived to tell about it. We're going there.
Spirit points at the top of the lighthouse amongst the circling birds. What's actually up there? Have you seen it? Hey y'all, how's everyone doing today? Wraith, get at it. Hi Wraith, you should see Chipper today. Something strange is definitely going on with this guy. Well, something else strange, something different than what's. How did he get here? Wasn't the yacht the only? You know what? Not gonna. Wraith takes a deep breath, sucking in the ocean air like it's the greatest air that has ever been sucked. Bennett, thank you. Thank you for choosing anyone else, to go on a date with today. Alone again forever. This is how it's meant to be. I feel alive!
Are you done? We're kind of, on that date you just mentioned.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Red. But like she said, we're in the middle of something, you mind? Oh, right. So what you doing? Heading up to the... God damn. So what you doing? Head to oh my god. Heading up to the eye of the lighthouse? I love it up there. You can really see the whole island from up there. In fact... Spirit, I thought you said no one has been up there or lived to tell the tale, but this sounds exactly like telling about it.
Technically, I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't mention the canon, but...
Or maintain. But Spirit waves her arms at Wraith from head to toe.
And he's not dead. Now he's gonna be when I punish him for interrupting our date.
I can't yell. Hey now, we can solve our problems without our hair floating up in any menacing shapes. I'll just be over here, running away. Enjoy the view.
You know, I think Wraith was kidding about the whole being up there. Honestly, the view isn't even all of the island. What you can see is mostly ocean, on account of it being, the lighthouse. However, that does bring up an interesting point. Regarding your, how do I say it?
The Spirit's hands floating up as she scratches her head contemplatively. You don't usually see her at the loss for words like this.
What's your mortal status? Because despite what our laggy friend seems to think, the lighthouse is not to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom to it from all corners of this world, if not farther. Further. Further, Bennett. Further. Well, duh. You saw a freaking pirate ship seamlessly travel through space and time only to crumble at the rocks beneath this spooky tower. But you decide not to point it out because that wouldn't be too romantic, now would it? I think I'm alive? Are any of us alive? This game is asking the true questions. Are any of us really alive? What makes me different from Spirit? Like, really? I'm here with you, walking this beach, feeling the water on my feet, feeling the sun on my skin. Here with me, the Spirit. Does that really make you alive? I guess I don't know. If you come with me into the eye of the Black Lighthouse, you may never return. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Because we have something. I won't deny it. I feel it. I hate it. I hate you for simply turned to ash. Jesus. If we were to commit right here and now to figure this out as friends, we could put that risk off for another time. I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you. I can't decide this for you. I can only warn you that you may not be safe. You might die up there, and there's nothing I can do about it. Stay down, live for sure. We're gonna die one day, why not? You take a deep breath and think about every particle of sea air as it travels into your body and it fills your lungs. It may be the last time you have such a thought, but you feel strangely at peace with that information. I don't need another friend, I want something more. I risk my life for it. Damn. Damn, and I thought I was down bad. My character is down fucking bad, dude. Spirit smiles a quirkily, devilishly smile. Right this way. I can't. Inside the lighthouse, it's almost pitch black. It was seemingly day when you stepped through the door, but inside the place is like a void. The last thing you see as the final rays of sun leave you is a horrible sight, a petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not up but down, as if it has been crawling. Watch your step. Every time I do that voice. I need to drink. Also, I swear if I'm at the end and this only was taking me like 30 minutes to finish, I'm going to be so pissed. When you arrive in the lantern room at the top of the Black Lighthouse, you breathe a sigh of relief. The light is out and seemingly defunct. Dust casts the room as though it hasn't been operated in a century. However, somehow. It was just morning a moment ago, but now it's night. What do you mean a moment ago? We've been standing here looking over the ocean all day. I really enjoyed a peaceful time together with you, talking in the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It was kind of my perfect day. See, she's perfect. Really? I don't remember that. I just called it the perfect date. You can't be bothered to remember it. What kind of game are you playing with me? I want to remember it. It's just that for some reason my mind is completely blank. But hey, I'm not dead. Oh, you're already dead, and we've been... and have been this whole time. That's true. Maybe we'll never know. It doesn't look like the light is working. Even Jesus Christ. Even turned off, the light has a power to it. The massive lens reflects moonlight through itself in a subtle sparkle that it has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went, starting into the light as the sun fell and the moon rose. Thanks for spending a good day with me. I really had a good time. That's it? Don't get me wrong, it is really cool and all. I guess I don't know what I expected. But I suppose if you thought we were walking into your death and nothing happened, it might feel a bit anticlimactic. Sorry, anyhow, it's time to go. Here, let me just flip off the light to the staircase so it's easier to get down. God fucking damn it. The stairs still look pretty dark. Maybe Spirit is interrupted by a strange hum, and then it becomes frighteningly clear to you that switch wasn't for the stairs. It was for the main lantern, a lantern that is now beginning to power up. The faintest smell of burning begins to reach up from your nose. Oopsie. They gave her a new animation for this. Or, effect.
I mean, actually, I guess it's just a rectangle. They just plastered over it. Whatever. Yep, see, it looks like maybe that switch wasn't for the stairs lights after all. Now we see who is really alive and who is really dead, I suppose. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You slam your eyes open, hoping that somehow not looking at the light itself will protect you. Not sure I see the logic in that, but if it's magic, kind of defies logic. I want to see it, but, well, I'm a little scared. Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes and look only at me. I'll keep you safe. Oh, boom. Perfect. Boom. Bam. Oh. Okay. Bada bam, pow, bop. Are you okay? You seem okay. I hope you haven't ruined this. I hope I haven't ruined this by pushing you to do something you were meant to do. You're so brave. Maybe not so coordinated, but certainly brave. I'll take the compliment. You know, whatever. I'm so lucky you'd put yourself through this for me. It shows that you're real. Despite your attempt to resist it, the incredible force of energy from the Black Lighthouse Lantern eye refuses to subside. No, it cannot be ignored, and it doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. In the end, that was just a trivial game. This is real life and real magic. You stare at it now, and its power penetrates your mind. Power penetrates. Hey, been a while. How are things? Doing good? Feeling we're dead or more alive? Yeah, love will do that to a person. Don't worry, it'll make sense soon. Sorry, must quell my addiction. You wake to hear Spirit's muffled voice. You've got a terrible taste in your mouth, like burnt hair. The air feels damp and smells like ash. It takes time for the sound to clear up, but eventually Spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear she's talking to someone else, not you. Oh, I apologize. That was not Spirit burping. That was me. Holy hell. Okay. You know how sometimes people say it's not you, it's me? Well, this time it's you. And it's also me. I can't believe I thought you would change for me. I can't believe I thought you were doing was a sacrifice. You never gave anything up for me. But today I saw what love looks like, and it looks like a whole lot different than you. What? What? I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks up a trapper. Nobody. Oh yeah, fine. Nobody breaks up a trapper, but I'm not doing that. I'm dumping. Don't say it. I'm dumping Evan McMillan. Oh, there's nothing you can do about it. It's over between us, Evan. Rin, aye. Trapper turns to Spirit and looks directly at you. You realize that you're laying on the ground of some weird tunnel. I think that your shouting woke up Annette. Snore. You tuck your face into the elbow and let out a long, unconceiving snore. You might as well have announced, I'm awake and uncomfortable. I grew up surrounded by lazy miners who were constantly sleeping on the job. I know what a real snore sounds like. Get up, Annette. Huh? Who? What? What time is it? Where am I? What's going on? Who are you? Who am I? What? Trapper, is that you? You know damn well it's me. The power and beauty of my voice is unmistakable. The jig is as I say up. You know they know you're awake and you're going to have to deal with this awkward situation head on. Clearly I shouldn't be here. You two are having a personal conversation that I don't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here. Not here on this island or even in this crampy tunnel. As far as this island goes, your guess is as good as mine. As far as this tunnel goes, we brought you here. It's not a red flag. At all. Oddly enough, it's probably the biggest red flag she's given. We, you and Trapper, but
After the lighthouse light came on, you blacked out. On your way down, I thought you might have hit your head on something. It's hard to tell what blood is new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, so I asked Trapper for help. It's not that I can't carry you, I just don't feel like it, you know? I hate anything messing with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. I could have asked Claudette and Dwight for help, but I don't trust them. They're weird. But you trust Trapper? Like and trust are two different things. You might think Trapper could be a real jerk, and you'd be right, but you get what you see with him. We brought you down here because we're the only ones who know about this place. It's part of the old tunnel network that connects different parts of the places of the island. Why did I not see that coming? What's up, guys? Talking island mysteries, my favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pop in. Trapper, you said this place was private. Don't look at me. I didn't tell him about it. Half of the appeal of this spot is getting away from people like him. Well, jeez. I can see when I'm not wanted. So you three... A thriple? Triple? Is it thriple or thriple? I'm gonna go with thriple. So you three a thriple now, or... Because I gotta say, I really don't get the whole Trapper spirit thing, but hey, if it's not my business, I'm gonna stick my nose in it. We were not a thing. Nobody traps a Trapper, not with traps or with relationships. You do realize you're sticking your nose in our business right now, right? Wow, so hostile. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyhow, this tunnel has some very interesting features. If you head about 50 meters down that way, you'll find... Get out! Wraith looks around just to be doubly sure that Trapper is addressing him. I was just leaving. This island is a lovely place, which is great for me. I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, is quite needy. And after a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me, and it's become, well, I don't want to call it a relationship, because somebody really didn't want to have that talk. But we were more than friends. I dispute the events as told for the record. I don't pursue, I stalk, and I lie in wait. Seeing eye to eye was not one of the things we were good at, as you could tell. Okay. So I hate to ask, but I don't just look into a refrigerator-sized death lamp, so I guess I'm more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. What were you good at? Well, for starters. Excuse me, I'll take that question. Thank you very much. If you know anything about me by now, it's that I'm on a quest for... Yes, thank you. For revenge, as the crowd likes to say. Exactly. What you might not know, Trapper is like a great casual maestro of revenge. Trapper blushes behind the mask. That's one way to compliment a killer. Revenge against friends who turned their backs and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him into a monster. Revenge against a barista who wrote Ewan on his cappuccino, knowing his name was actually Evan. For someone who thinks about revenge as much as I do, Trapper is an inspiration. But they say never date your heroes. Good advice, but I don't think that's the same. And then you came along, Benay. You showed me that it's okay to be lost, to feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer anyone. Thank you? I'm not sure where you got all that from, but okay. You held a mirror up to my own doubts and fears and showed me that they aren't everything about me. That I can embrace those things, but not be defined by them. You showed me that life after death can be more than just an obsession with revenge and mind-blowing sex off the ground of the dark cave of a dusty old tunnel. Was that the entity I just heard in the music? What the fuck? Okay. Sorry, that caught me off guard. Trapper nudges you in the ribs with his elbow. Gross. Clearly appealing to Trapper, but better features have been a winning strategy for dumping his ass, because he seems to be taking it quite well. The whole half-ass dating show parody thing, at first I obviously thought it was a lame idea. What kind of moron thought there was an audience for this? But then we spent some time together and I realized there's something actually real here. And I don't want to give up on that. I don't want to give up on us. Listen, Bennett, why you wouldn't act unconscious by some minor head trauma? Minor. It's funny, because, you know what, I'm not going to dissect the frog on that. Like a total weakling. Spirit confided in me that Jesus, I can't read. Spirit confided in me that she has real feelings for you. I took it extremely well, naturally, because I trust her and value her opinions. It doesn't mean I trust you, though. If you wanted to get to her, you had to get through me first. By passing... Sorry, I had to check Twitter like a professional. I was actually making sure it wasn't someone upstairs doing dumbass voices in the middle of the night. By passing... Fuck. One letter at a time. One syllable, one phenome. Just read the words on the screen as they are presented. By passing Trapper's Test, trademarked. Coming to Behavior TV Sundays at 8 p.m. Welcome to Trapper's Test. Answer my questions correctly or die by my blade. Question 1. What is Spirit's real name? The one given to her by her murderous father, which she only lets her real friends call her. Rin? Okay, you got that one. Don't celebrate yet. Question 2. What lives inside Spirit? A dragon. Sure, everyone knows that. It won't be all this easy. Question 3. Where did Spirit work back when she was a normal college girl before she was hell-bent on revenge? A restaurant? I know, to think I would date a waitress. Don't tell my father you ever mingled with the help. Question 4. What's Spirit's favorite color? Are these questions slightly superficial? Sure, maybe I didn't get to know Spirit that well. Maybe that's why she dumped. Maybe that what? Maybe that's why she dumped. Maybe that's why I didn't work out. What the fuck? Thank you for the kind words. And thank you for the follow. I'm sure I you caught me at a strange time. Yes, Trapper is the goodest boy, and I'm giving him the dumbest Cartman voice I can think of and messing up every word in this sentence because I don't even think it's written correctly, if I'm being honest. Maybe that's why she dumped... Maybe... That's not a... Put an ellipses! Sorry. Maybe that's why she dumped. Maybe that's why it didn't work out for us. Who knows? Question 5. The final question. According to Spirit, what's the worst... Jesus, I can't read today. According to Spirit, what's worse than being dead? God, we're getting philosophical. I actually don't remember. Shows how much I pay attention. Well, she lusts for revenge, so it would be having unfinished business. It wouldn't be regrets. She doesn't regret anything she did. Yeah, it's not being seen... Yeah, there we go. Yeah. When I pitched Trapper's Test to Suits at Behavior TV, they told me there was no room in the budget for a new car to be given at the final prize as a reward. Nailed it. I nailed every word. So I killed them all, right there on the spot. While killing them didn't solve any of the budget problems, it sure did feel good. Well, it's less mouths to feed, less paychecks. It probably did solve the budget problems, to be honest.
I'm telling you this, A, to brag, and B, to explain why the only thing you're going to win is me saying congratulations for passing the test. Fuck. How can I not read my own language? I read it every day. I speak it every day. Congratulations for passing Trapper's test. Not that it has some huge challenge. I mean, the woman obsessed with the giant light that shines in the dark has a chip on her shoulder about being seen. Go figure. You probably guessed, but rules are rules. Even if I literally just made them up, you got it right. So I guess I approve of your dating spirit or whatever. I never really cared in the first place. I was just hoping you'd slip up and give me a good excuse to wet my blade with your blood. Maybe I'll find a reason tomorrow. For now, you two have fun. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, something, something. This isn't the end of the game. Trapper out. Okay. Fuck me. That was not a request. That was me just... You know what? No, I'm not going to finish that. I'm sorry you had to encounter that. What, five easy questions? That was nothing. Not even that, as ridiculous and unnecessary as it was, the whole thing. The waking up in the random tunnel, the overhearing our argument, the news that Trapper and I had something going on, and the stupid quiz. All of it, especially the whole Trapper out catchphrase. It's only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if it did. What the fuck happened to the music? And I like you too, Spirit. Please call me Ren. I'm not calling you Ren. Okay, Ren. Alright, fine. We'll call her Ren. I didn't really like... Fuck. I didn't really feel like our lighthouse experience was completed. There was something else I wanted to show you. Alone up in the lighthouse. Fuck. Alone up in the lantern room of the tower. Get your mind out of the gutter, Burnett. It's not that kind of game. What's that? Hold on a moment. I'm being told, no, wait, it is that kind of game. Disregard the gutter comment. Come on up there with me. There's no place I'd rather be. There's a song lyric I could sing, but I'm not going to. You're excited to return to the lantern room of this lighthouse, despite all the drama and worry that was previously part of this place for you. More importantly, you're excited to be there with Spirit, which makes it all the more crushing. When you're interrupted by the arrival of Claudette Dwight. How did they even get up here? Whatever. Claudette Dwight, funny seeing you here. Wait, did I say funny? I meant tragic. Tragic? I don't think so. Also, to anyone watching that's newer here, that just dropped in, or has dropped in halfway through this, or didn't see the beginning, I can only do one female voice. With slight, and I mean slight variation. So for the purposes of this, Claudette and Spirit have the same voice. Just putting that out there. What could be more tragic about a family reunion? Those are always joyous occasions in my experience. I read that as jealous. I'm so bad at reading. Before they explain what that's even supposed to mean, the lighthouse begins to howl a low, frightening sound. The lens begins to glow in a now familiar way. You prepare to shield your eyes in case something bad happens to you again. Now isn't the time for any reality show accident adjacent shenanigans, Dwight. Claudette, shield your eyes. We don't know. Fuck. We don't know what the lighthouse is. Okay, I need a minute. It's only been an hour, and I'm already losing my fucking mind and voice. Now, please don't interrupt. You think after all this time you know that we've got your best interest in mind? Wait. No, of course. I don't think that I got wax in your friend. I asked you not to interrupt. Damn, Dwight. To like the black light flares. In the darkness, you see something horrible and strange in this place of Claudette and Dwight and two ghoulish silhouettes. But before you can focus on them, the light passes and two survivors are returned to their normal states. It's breezy up here. You should have packed a sweater. What in the hairy hell? Hey, watch your language. You shouldn't speak that way. Around your elders. Grandpa. Well, that got awkward. Okay. And now I had to give a voice to Oni. You know, I'm not giving a voice to Oni. I'm doing too many of these voices that are already killing my voice. Especially the female one. My little Rin, you're such a woman now. You've grown up so fast. What? Banette, be Grandpa Kazun Yamaoka. Nailed it. Technically not just Grandpa. Technically he's my great-great-great-great-grandpa. But that's a lot of greats in a row to say. I haven't seen my little Ren since I watched over here from the afterlife when she was just a little girl. And I expect you all to say the great... I expect you all to say the greats. It's a matter of honor and respect. Except Ren. She can do whatever she wants. My precious little angel. But you... Oni stares at you with his demonic red eyes. You're pretty sure even the decorative third eye on his mask is looking at you. I can't believe I'm saying this. I've never noticed there's a third eye on the mask. I just thought it was like an indent or something. Oh, whatever. You mongrel, you mistreat me with respect. Or so help me, I'll be cleaning bits of your head off my kanabo. A kanabo is like a metal baseball bat covered in spikes. FYI. I know what a fucking... I'm playing a dating sim. You think I don't know what a kanabo is? Just saying. Just saying. I'm not sure what a peasant like you is doing so close to a descendant of the noble Yamaoka bloodline in the first place. Drink, Claudette. Wait, Dirk Claudine. Explain what's going on to me. It's Dwight, sir, and Claudette. Remember, we explained to you that we were going to come meet with your great-great-great-great-granddaughter's suitor and withhold your approval. He missed a grade. He missed a grade. 5 grades. Great-great-great-great-grandfather, sir. Your honor, master, sir. Dwight, he's a samurai, not a judge. Grandpa, they mustn't summon... Jesus, fuck. Grandpa, they must have summoned you here because they think you might have great judgment, and because if they summoned my father, I wouldn't be too distracted by torturing him for all the eternity to continue with the rest of the, whatever this show, game, experience, life choice, terrible life choice. Ah, yes, that makes sense. Only an old man, my own power and magnitude can help. But my God, I cannot read tonight. Self-important much? Nice to meet you, cousin. Only my friends and family call me cousin. Those who tremble in fear of my presence call me Oni. You're seeing a serious resemblance... Is this what you came for, audio chat? To listen to me fumble over simple words such as two. You're seeing a Syrian's resemblance to Trapper, and not only the sheer size of the man that Oni is, but also his attitude. Apparently Spirit has a type, and you sure you can or want to measure up to that. It dawns on you that, wait a second, maybe you do resemble Oni. Every time you try to take a look at your own reflection, however, you become dizzy and confused. This definitely deserves more thought, but not... I keep reading like 2 words ahead. Here, okay. I will solve this problem with the power of the mouse. But now is not the time to consider the fact that you might be some kind of hulking vampire with the first ever case of self-blindness. That's a massive samurai mad dodging you from 2 steps away. Well, you don't scare me at all. So I'll stick with cousin. Peasant! I realize now the true purpose of my visit is to extinguish your light. Oni waves his katana in the air at you menacingly. Like great-great-great-great-grandfather. Like great-great-great-great-grandfather, apparently. Daughter, apparently. Out of there, grandpops! Not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First, you should get to know them a little better. Yeah. Yeah, totally. I should deserve to die first. Young people these days always wanted to kill people, insisting they must deserve it. Back in my day, you did what needed to be done because your nobility depended on it. In his day, for such an imposing presence, he sure gives off the serious old man yells at Cloud vibes. You see, when I was a young man, I didn't want foreigners in our land. Didn't need them. Alright, this is the most realistic depiction of meeting relatives I've ever... Okay, we had abundance of culture already. A little too much if you ask me, but I didn't make the rules. The rulers did exactly how it should be. Literature, art, commerce, theater, fashion, poetry, puppet shows, ghost stories, courtesans, gambling, fighting, fine dining, fast food, public executions. What are we talking about? Spirit giggles at her great. Okay, I'm not saying all those every time at Oni's forgetfulness. You wonder, does she even like this guy? She sure hates her father, so... Listen up, old man. Your time is over. It is now mine. We don't have time for you to list off every activity available to the samurai in the entirety of the Edo period. Silence, peasant! You're showing your ignorance. Samurai were forbade from many activities that didn't benefit the Bushido Code, such as attending certain theatrical performances, for instance. Sometimes, however, a samurai would put on a disguise in order to sneak out to entertainment. Now, I'm not saying I did that because I had honor and a body built like an entire castle that is quite hard to hide, but clearly you have neither my honor nor my physique. You don't even know about the ins and outs of the shifting rules of the traditional the traditional Japanese samurai etiquette. You fool! Rin, what would you want with such an uneducated amateur like this? Yeah, I said amateur. You find it hard to believe that any contemporary person knows all that much about who was and wasn't allowed to do what leisure activities over 100 years ago. However, you're really not sure how to handle these massive demonic old man. Oh wait, I get it. Sweet Rim, my beautiful descendant. You've invited me here to do what you're too kind to do. Bash this jerk's head in. Claudette, Doris. I love the... I'm sorry, Claude and Doris, not Claudette. Fetch my kanabo. Rin, whip your robe around these mongrels' hands and hold them still. We'll splatter your brains on the beach together, as a family. Grandpa, no, that's not why I invited you here at all. In fact, I didn't invite you. Claudette and Dwight did. Haha, yes, sure. Wink, wink. Wink, wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Shoulder tap, shoulder tap. This whole saying wink out loud thing is getting old, or getting out of hand. Him and Trapper really do have a lot in common, don't they? I swear, Bernard has a good soul and the heart of a warrior. You fought for my love in their own way. Faced out death more than once and put up with their fair share of nonsense. Nonsense, which seems to be endless. Can we, I don't know, wrap us up already? Of course. Where was I? Of course. Who am I to expect anyone to wait around for my approval? I've only been hanging out as a ghost and watching my bloodline be polluted by cowards and quitters for 5 generations. Just come give your ancestor-in-law a hug. Sword drawn, Oni beckons you closer. There's no way he has ever hugged anyone in his entire life. I think I'm good over here, actually. Rid, now, push him my way and I'll split them in half. The sacrifice of this usurper of the Yamamoto bloodline will surely bring us back to life and set us back on the course of honor. You silly, Grandpa. Why can't I say silly? Like, without laughing. We both know that only one sacrifice can get our family back on track. Revenge of my father, your great-great-great-grandson, traitor of the Yamaoka bloodline. Your lust for violence in your voice. It fills me with cheer. I'll never forget who I am. I suppose if this is the person you want to be with, to go on your journey of bloody revenge with, I should trust your judgment. The strength inside of your blooms from the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors. And if Bennett ever treats me poorly, you have my word on our family's honor. I will wield my katana and cut him like a fish. A tear rolls down from behind the Oni's demonic mask. You sure you want to marry into this? You can't deny a relationship because of one relative. Well, two, I guess, but one relative. You can't do that. You can't do that. For all you know, you'll never see them. They're not that important. And one last word of advice, my dear girl. The father stuff, don't forget it. But maybe stop focusing so specifically and obviously on it. Obsessively on it. Shit. What he did, it was awful, but it was already done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents. Be well, Ren. I will see you again soon. We'll meet again. Someday. Some sunny day. Now let's go, servants. Clint, and Denise? Is that Denise? Return me to the stables. I assume my dragon has been fed and tended to? Yes, sure. I swear, this is still better than dealing with Trapperstad. I'm sorry if I was disrespectful of your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He seemed like a very special man. I realize I will never measure up to someone like that. A warrior with a hell of a fashion sense. I mean that mask. Don't worry, I would never expect you to. Or want you to, really. If all I wanted was the biggest brute alive, I'd be down at Trapper's Cave right now, avoiding his vintage bear traps. I can't, whatever. But that's not the life I've imagined for myself. This sense of abstract duty, anger at a world changing around me, a lust for blood, there's no way to live. And yet, as you know, that is the Yamaoka way of life. Forever I've cursed a battle against the dragon that lives inside me, or at least maybe I was. Until now. I'm not reading that. No one can make me read that. Call me the Dragon Tamer, baby. You haven't won this game yet. Please don't ruin it. I'm glad she agrees. I think we spent enough time to let her know, so we should go back to the beach. The moonlight sets a romantic mood as the storm clouds roll in and surround the black night light. You know, the sun must have set, but if we wait long enough, it will rise again. Spirit removes her sheer robe, showing you her strappy black bikini. Her pale skin glows under the light of the moon. Maybe you could help me get a head start on applying tomorrow's sunscreen. Oh, is this the part I think it is? Again, I mean, yeah, of course. Last time was, well, I definitely felt more connected to you afterwards. To be totally real with you, I just kind of asked you as a goof, but I really enjoyed it. I swear, though, if you tell anyone about this, I will not be labeled a foot freak. Not that there is anything wrong with feet. It's just that there's something about that kind of attention really gets people talking. Steady. Steady. Oh. I didn't realize I was doing this. Did they purposely make this one easier? I can't believe I'm about to read this. God, that's so goddamn hot. I love feeling your hand sliding up and down my feet, between my toes. My skin has never been more moist. Get up here right now. Before you can find a towel to wipe off your lotioned hands, Spirit grabs you and pulls you in close. Her lips lock onto yours. You're surprisingly soft and warm. The sensation is incredible. Clouds cover the moon, and you find yourself on the beach with Spirit in complete darkness. You can feel the narrow straps of her bathing suit come undone and come to life. Shaking through the air, wrapping around your body, lifting you off of your feet. Come here, you. So this is what it feels like to fly. As Spirit pulls you close, you feel bits of glass press into your flesh. Pain and pleasure mix and wash over you like the ocean. Salty air stinging your skin as you writhe against your undead lover.
It's a word. Right's a word. I know that word. The lighthouse howls. In the darkness, you're pretty sure Spirit lets the dragon inside of her take over. If it kills you, you're sure it will have all been worth it. Cloud's parties, you managed to pull yourself exhausted away from Spirit. Oh, thank God. I thought I was gonna have to describe an entire sex scene, just a foot thing. I can do that. I can describe that. A chunk of broken glass is lodged in your shoulder. When you pick it up from your skin, it drips blood. Sorry, I think this got stuck on me when I was having the best night of my life. Spirit drags her fingertip over the sharp at the edge glass shard. Keep it. Consider it a memento. I've got plenty more where that came from. Not touching that. Not touching that with a tempered knife. The statement, not the shard. I'll cherish the shard for the rest of my life. You arrive at the beach to find Claudia and Dwight waiting for you. Now is the time, Annette, to face your destiny. Actually, about that. But can we talk privately? Maybe I'm not here. Maybe someplace else that we paid for the talk. You know how we feel about scheduled Spirit. Very strongly. And you know how I feel about telling me what to do. Don't do it. Like I said, I'd rather have this talk with Annette privately. It's not right to do it here in front of everyone. From my experience in upper management and my father's mind, I've learned that you're going to fire someone. It's best to do it in public so they don't freak out. Please, enough fire talk. Wait, what? Why is she back? Wait, I can't do butch. I want to do a butch thing, but I can't. Wait, you think? No, she couldn't be. They seem so in love. Well, I mean, not really. Spirit is still Spirit. But if I tried to imagine Spirit in love, I suppose she hasn't attempted to murder Bennett yet, so... Okay, fine, your guess is as good as mine. Really, this girl's very hard to read. Or to advise her. If you're going to end it quickly. In my experience, it's more pathetic. The more pathetic the creature, the more annoying the final howls are. I don't need advice. Everyone, except for Bennett. Yo, did someone say final howls? It's kind of my whole jam. I can stay around. Especially you. Ow. Lame. Alone with Spirit, you feel something awful hanging in the air. More awful even than the lingering smell of the Cleaver body spray. Oh, that gag. I'm gagging. We're all gagging. The Cleaver body spray. Spirit, Ren, I don't know what you plan on saying, but before you say anything, just know that I really, really enjoyed my time with you. Getting to know you over the past few days help. It's a simple sentence. Read it. Getting to know you over the past few days helped me to get to know myself. For that, I just wanted to say thank you. That's sweet. You're welcome. And you know what? It's that kind of thing that shows me you've got a good heart inside you. Too good for me to carve out and toss to the ocean, but also too good for me to love. I need someone who shares my interests, someone I can connect with. Someone jaded and dispassionate, only driven forward by desire for revenge. I need someone who isn't so warm that I feel cold in comparison. I need someone who isn't you. Can we just be friends? I don't know. Before you finish that, just know, if we're not friends, we'll probably become enemies, and I will destroy you. Friends it is. I'm glad to have you here for now. Shit. I keep, wanting to finish the sentence with what I think it should say. I'm glad to have you here for me when I need you, but also not too close to me when I don't. So yeah, I'll see you around. Spirit attempts to... Wait, what? That's it? Is that how this ends? You leave me here? I'm not sure I'd use the word ends, and for that matter, I wouldn't say that I'm leaving, but we're definitely through. The fact that you can't see that, well, it just proves that you never really belonged together anyhow. Good night, Bennett. What the hell? I just spent all this time on this island doing everything I could to get to know you, only to be told that I should just leave the chocolate factory through the side door? I don't know what that means. It's a reference to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
after like right when they win and they didn't actually win the competition because they ate a gobstopper, sir. Anyway, I said goodnight, Bennett. See you around. Jeez, I'm sorry. What a bummer. Hey, why did she keep saying she'll see me around? Gosh, I have no idea. And so my precious killers... You know what? I can't even... Maybe this game is infecting my mind. But there's like 4 innuendos going into my brain from what you just said. and so my precious killers lived happily ever after, as they should, learning to love themselves first and foremost, while trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture of my design. Wait, did I just spoil my true identity? You made it this far, you should probably know that. So you had to play again to find out more. Goodbye, Bennett. See you later. And again, and again, and again. Forever. Oh, that's it? That was the bad ending for... That was an hour. I actually probably could have finished this last night. Okay, so I got the bad ending, Spirit. I'm not sure why. Huh. Anyways, so I'm not doing another playthrough. Not just because I don't feel like it, mostly because my voice is killing me. I did live. In more than one way did I live. As far as the game as a whole, she did. She let me go. She gave me Hatch. See, that's how we're gonna see this. So she had the option to give me the exit gate, but she didn't. She gave me Hatch. So I didn't hate it. I never played a graphic novel or a dating sim or anything like that. Also, I love that emote. So this is like my first real experience with it, other than like secondhand stuff. But it, I don't know. It got a little too jokey sometimes. The narrator said way too much, I feel, at a lot of points. And maybe it's just because I avoided her, but Huntress really didn't seem like she was there that much. At all. At least it's short. I can give it that. I know technically it's multiple playthroughs, so it's not short, but yeah. Yeah, well, because originally I was going to go for Wraith, and then I found out he's a vegetarian, so I switched to Spirit, because, listen, I can't, yeah, but just listen, I can't date a vegetarian, alright? Nothing against vegetarians, I just personally cannot date one. I mean, even, you know, you say that like it sidelines everyone. But Trapper got a lot of screen time. Even before this part. Like, he was actually there quite a bit. Can I skip this?